Okay, well, I must have not made it clear because all the callers hung up, even though I said I was going into overdrive just to talk to you because I don't want to make you hold. But the calls are all flooding back in right now. So we'll take a few with Bob Chapman. But briefly, Bob, what about this article in the New York Times? U.S. is set to sue a dozen big banks over mortgages. The federal government's openly bankrolled by these big banks, bought and paid for. And generally, I've seen them do these investigations just to politicize it and then slap a few wrists or send some low-level guy to prison for 10 years. And they actually do investigations to kind of cover things up. It came out 2 weeks ago, the SEC, as you've said, for decades, but now it's public, would destroy evidence of criminal activity, protected Madoff for 11 years, chief amongst it. But what's your view? Do you have any faith on this, Bob Chapman?
I think it's another attempt to make it look like government is trying to protect the people. As you say, nothing will come of it. They go through the motions, and if anything, the worst possible thing probably is there'll be a fine. They haven't turned it over to the Justice Department, which means it's not a possible criminal action. So as long as they stay in the SEC realm, it's the wrist slap, and that's it. And, outrageous fines, which the corporations pay. Probably 95% of the fines to individuals who work for brokerage firms or small firms and so on, they never get paid. Most people don't know that. They just ignore them. They just don't pay them.
Let's talk to Otter in Mass. Otter, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you today?
Good, buddy.
I know you're not feeling 100%, so I think the first and most important thing that I can say is my prayers to you, your family, your crew. We love you people. You're all doing great. Prayers for Ron Paul, Russell Means, and for our republic. It seems to me there's just so much. You cover it all. It's really tough to narrow it down and pick a point. So it seems like the most important topic of the day is the potential for impeachment, the fast and furious operations, the different psyops that they plan, UN Resolution 21, all of these different distractions. It hurts me. It actually physically hurts me to hear someone like that person call before and then upset you, especially when I know that your throat, and I have respiratory issues, you know that, is giving you trouble. And you know the sock puppet thing, and you know the dissemination thing, and you're a nice man, and you don't ask people in advance, what are you calling about? And if they begin to talk about something different...
Well, you're nice to defend me. I'm just grumpy today. No, it's like the Chinese water torture, where millions of times they ask the same stupid thing, and it's not right what they're saying, and then you go look, and they're wrong again, and it's like, they're like, answer for this issue, answer for that issue, and it's never true, and then there's no way to respond, and I'm trying to just wake people up to deal with the major corruption. And I see so many people that are awake in the liberty movement just chasing each other's tails and fighting. But God bless you, Otter. I appreciate that. Let's jam in LT in Pennsylvania. Get a final comment from Bob. LT, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. I would like to see everyone start a garden next spring with seeds, heirloom seeds.
Yes.
Also, I would like to read this and have Bob comment.
Okay, real quick.
Okay, I think I know why our military has more deaths per month from suicide than combat. We recently had a committee composed of puppets for the Queen's corporations say the only cuts to military they would consider are cuts to soldiers, pay, health care, and pensions.
Yeah.
I believe that time, one of the many dual citizens always found in presidential boards.
So we're almost out of time, and I can't go in any more overdrive. But make your point.
Okay, well, it is very important we point out to our brave soldiers that they are modern-day mercenaries for the crown, just like Hessian soldiers.
I totally agree with you. Bob Chapman, final word. We'll see you back, Lord willing, next Friday.
I agree, and it's been a great program, and I'll be back next Friday, and thanks for having me on.
You bet. Folks, we'll see you tonight. Thank you, Bob. See you next Friday. Got to get Bob on video Skype for the TV show. Tonight, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, InfoWarsNews.com. Great job, crew. See you back Sunday, but first, tonight, 7 o'clock. You don't need me to tell you that humanity is in a deep crisis. Everyone can feel it. We know a tectonic struggle is now taking place between the forces of freedom and those who love darkness, bondage, and enslavement. Yes, my friends, evil is rising. But take heart. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Recently, New World Order operative Hillary Clinton admitted they're losing the info war.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
The globalists are scared. They've overreached. The future of the info war is in your hands. Join prisonplanet.tv. Download the thousands of special video reports, ebooks, and more, and get them out to everyone you know. Continue to spread the word about the broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and every other globalist propaganda platform. We are going to use their system against them. The info war now goes into high gear.